creation as well.
All right.
So they were both doing well with each other. So as that album got more popular, well, a lot of people saw me at that time. I wore the short curly hair because that was the style back then. Everyone had that hairstyle, and even Michael Jackson was influenced by that from the photo on his front Thriller album, which was very simple. Not much in makeup or appearance, a simple white suit and just short curly hair. And that's the point that people thought I looked like Michael Jackson, as, you know, without all the makeup and, you know, extravagant costumes. And they used to mention that when they saw me as a street performer. So the more popular that album got, people started saying, you should try to dance like Michael Jackson, because they saw me dancing in the street. And I just never thought about it. And like I said, the more that album got, you know, noticed worldwide, more and more people started singing it. And I think I just tried it just so I could tell people I did, and I didn't like it. And obviously, I tried it, and I've been going for 28 years now.
28 years, and you're still at it. Well, I just have to say that, I mean, the makeup, you obviously do look a lot like Mike. Your facial structure, your bone structure, it's very similar to him. Because I've seen a lot of, on the internet, I've seen a lot of Michael Jackson impersonators, and they don't have the kind of bone structure that you have, you know? So for you, it's not really that difficult to get that look, I can tell, you know?
Right. I mean, it helps out. I mean, and I guess that's what people noticed, like, early on. And that's where I was close to him. Naturally, it was with the bone structure and all of that. And as he started to change his image over the years and throughout the years, I got more involved in makeup, where I didn't need to have the plastic surgery. I was able to create that through the makeup, and I consider the makeup actually as a part of my costume now. So,
have you ever met Michael Jackson?
I have not. I've been involved with people that are very close to him, that I could have had that opportunity if that's, you know, if that's what I wanted to have. But it was always a respect from a distance for me, to respect the artist and to just be able to pull off a great production in a good form and fashion. I've met his mother, I've met Jermaine, I've met Janet, I've met LaToya. His mother has seen me perform in Las Vegas. Jermaine has seen me perform in Las Vegas. I've met most of the family.
What are you the guy that was performing in Las Vegas, I think about 2 or 3 months ago? I saw a tweet from Paris.
Oh, no. I have several friends that also do what I do.
Okay.
I've been on the road for the last 3 years.
Wow.
I mean, I don't have a home basically, but the stage is my home. So.
And the voice, I mean, wow, it's really amazing, because you actually sound a lot like Michael Jackson, you look like Michael Jackson, and you dance like Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And I was watching something on YouTube, your show, I think it was in Australia or something, and I was actually truly amazed at how you pull the dance moves. It's actually very much like Michael Jackson. How often do you practice? Because Michael Jackson was a perfectionist.
Yes. And
are you also like that?
Well, you have to be, because understandably so. Unfortunately, since he's not been with us, you know, everything that's done in the realm of him, in any instance, shape, form, or fashion, is looked at a lot closer, especially if you're going to present a production such as what I do. People are going to look at it a lot closer, and even the fans are going to be hesitant to even go and see something like that, because they don't want to believe that there's anyone that can emulate him that closely. And we're not out to try and be him or better than him. We're trying to give you the experience of a concert. There's a lot of the public and the fans that never had that opportunity to see him in concert. And that's what we're emulating here, is that concert setting, that format, that magical environment.
Wow. Irma, is there something you want to ask?
Absolutely. I wanted to just talk very briefly about the show that you're currently doing at Artscape. I sat through the first half thinking, okay, this is interesting. But in the second half, I found my favorite piece in the show. If you had to pick one of the one of the pieces, one of the songs that you do that you have to perform, which one would you say is your best to perform?
Well, that question I cannot allow myself to answer simply because from an entertainer's point of view and based on the entertainer that I'm emulating here, who had so much high energy from beginning to end in all of his concerts, I'm sure he got asked as well, what's your favorite song to perform with this and that. But the understanding behind that is that you can allow yourself to have a particular favorite, especially in a concert, because it's going to have you with a tendency to dance harder in that one particular song, and that's going to show whether you think it is or not. It's going to show with the audience too. The next song after that, they'll say, wow, well, he did that song great, but this one, you know, I'm not feeling that same energy. Like Michael Jackson, he went 100% from beginning to end. So it's not that I don't want to have a favorite. I can't allow myself to, because each song that you do, whether it's a ballad production with dancers or just by yourself, it all has its own emotion. So you get wrapped up in that moment. So literally, we cover 24 songs in 2 hours, and but you have to approach it as if you're doing each one of those songs, just that one song for the night. That's how you have to approach it. So they each have their own emotion and their own drive and their own energy. So
I have to say, I loved Ben. I loved Ben.
Yes,
Ben and Billie Jean, and oh my goodness, I can go on
I can't wait.
forever.
I
It was so spectacular.
I can't wait to see the show. I'm going to see it. If I don't see it tonight, I'll see it